Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a bit different from what I've been doing before. I'm still getting used to the whole YouTube world or what my niche is, but one really big part of my life or my world is the fact that I study psychology. If you didn't know, I mean actually a lot of people don't know because I never really talk about it. I am currently studying at the University of Houston. My major is psychology. Me and school have a rough relationship, but I basically chose psychology as my major or my main subject I study because back then I wanted to understand myself, my family, why people do what they do, why I do certain things I do. I don't know, I just had a curiosity about like behaviors and why people do what they do. And studying psychology for the past, I guess, like year and a half or so, it has taught me a lot. It has helped me understand myself, others, and also it has given me a humongous awareness for mental health. And that is one of the topics I actually want to discuss or talk about on my channel because I'm a big mental health activist, self-care advocate. And so today's video is kind of me giving you a pep talk, or if this like resonates with you, or if you're feeling this way or have ever felt this way, like hopefully this video kind of like relates to you because it's something that I deal with literally every single day of my life. And to get to the point, today's topic is if you have multiple passions and how to go about being an individual who can't settle for like one thing, who's naturally curious about everything and wanting to know everything, but thinks that you know nothing because there's just so much out there. So yeah, this video is for you, for those that have multiple passions. So we are human beings. We are versatile. I believe we have multiple purposes, not just one. I never understood the concept of like you gotta pick one passion or like one career and just like commit to that one period. You're just like all set for life. I personally am not like that, and I believe that there's others just like me where I have multiple passions. I'm interested in multiple things, not just one main thing. At a very young age, I never really liked how school or like certain systems told me like, oh, if you just like focus on this one thing, you'll like excel at it and da-da-da-da. And although I understand, like I get it, I just personally thought that it didn't really make me like well-rounded, and it didn't fulfill like my multiple needs to be like a whole. Because even though I study like psychology, if I just did that with my life, or if I was just a student, I would probably go crazy. Not saying that like if you're just a student that I'm better or anything, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like me personally, like I just couldn't just do that. I would mentally like lose it because I would be bored. But you know, like I'm into fashion, I love modeling, and like I love business, technology. I have a whole bunch of interests, and it's kind of hard explaining to people that like juggling or like telling or expressing myself or like telling people like what I do, because it's like, ooh, like it's like a lot, or like to others it's a lot, but to me it's like nothing because it's who I am. And I think that others are just like me too, because yeah, we are not robots. We didn't just like come out from a machine and like have just like one purpose and then you just die. I think you have like multiple purposes. You may have like one purpose at like a chunk of your life, like let's say like, okay, you're just meant to be a daughter at this time, or like you're just meant to be a high schooler at this time. But then like as you grow and you learn more about yourself and you experience more things, you can put your interest and passion into something else, and I think that's completely okay. Like, I think that's healthy. I think that means you're growing. I think that means you're evolving. But for some, it's really scary, and I understand because I've been there, and I feel like sometimes I'm still in there, or like in that area of my life where I'm afraid to go after what I want. But yeah, so I have 2 jobs, 2 earned incomes. Earned income meaning like I exchange my time for currency. And one place I work at currently is Seaside Poke. I absolutely love that place. It has it's run by wonderful, beautiful, loving bosses, and the energy in there is just amazing because the team, they're like family. Even though like poke isn't my like main passion, or even food is my main passion, I have learned a lot of skills from that one job when it comes to like running a business, or like if I were to have my own business, or if I were to be a boss, this is how I would treat my employees, and I learned more than just making poke there. I learned how to treat people, how to talk, how to like market, how to have a relationship with your customers. And I think, and I believe that like any job that you may have, even though it seems like, oh, it's just like McDonald's or like T-Mobile, it's just like, oh, it's just that job, it's not like a career or nothing. Like, these jobs teach you really valuable things in life, and it's just like one stepping stone towards your like one step closer to your dream, or like the reality that you want to live, because you know you gotta take baby steps. And I also work at the Annex. It is a co-working space in East Downtown, and I absolutely, again, I love the people there. They inspire me every day. Good energy. And although, like, of course, like any job, there's cons, there's, you know, those days that you just don't feel like clocking in, or like you just want to like drop everything and leave. The Annex has like inspired me and has like connected me to so many people to go after my dream and to do what I want. And I don't know, just feel inspired and empowered by everyone there. So I have 2 jobs. I am a college student. I pursue modeling, and on top of all of that, and you can call me a nerd, dork, or whatever, but I actually take online classes outside of uni. So I take classes online to kind of learn more skills or be more educated in other subjects that I'm also interested in. And I love reading. I guess, like, learning new things. As cheesy as that sounds, on top of everything I do, during my free time, I love just consuming things that make me a better person. And when I say a better person, I don't mean like, oh, like I'm better than you, but just like my version of my best self. But yeah, so how to cope with having multiple passions. Like, I honestly used to be very ashamed of having so many interests because I thought there was something wrong with me, where like I just couldn't pick one, or like I don't know my main one, or like what career do I pursue because all my interests don't fit in that one career. But I changed my mindset and my perspective of it. I think that like if there's not a category for you, or if there's not like a specific like career that you genuinely resonate with, make it yourself. And yes, of course it's gonna be hard. Yes, of course you're gonna be alone in that journey because there's no one that you can like fully just like look up to, and then there's also no guarantee. There's a lot of risk taking, but I mean, the higher the risk, the higher the reward, right? And it's a journey, and it's fun and exciting. If you have multiple passions, that means you have multiple talents, and you should give yourself more credit that you're talented. You're meant and destined to be something that's like beyond what others can see, or what maybe hasn't even been, not invented, but like maybe people aren't aware of this career that you're pursuing, because the I don't want to call it mainstream, but like the bigger ones, or like, you know, like doctor or lawyer, are the ones that are being very like broadcasted. Like, even though it's not for you, there's nothing wrong with you. That just means that you get to make something new, and that's a really beautiful thing, because we need you in this world. Like, we're gonna evolve. If you want something, or if you have a lifestyle that you envision that no one else can see, and they're not gonna believe you even if you told them, but you know in your heart and believe in your heart that that is what you're meant to be or do, then go for it. You have one chance in this lifetime. Might as well do what you love. And if it's like multiple things, then kudos to you. Like, that's amazing. I think that's awesome, because that means like you most likely could have like multiple sources of income. You don't have to rely on just one thing. You have like, you're kind of like spreading seeds instead of putting all your eggs in one basket. But of course, like with anyone that has a passion, or with anyone that has like a hunger for knowledge, for something new, or to create, like there's struggles in it. You're gonna feel like you're not gonna fit in. You're gonna feel like you're alone. You're going to really struggle, and you're gonna fail. But it's all towards, and it's all needed for you to become that person that you're meant to be, and to live that life. But like, regardless of passions or purpose or what you're doing in this world, or what you're with your life, regardless, like, don't forget to stay connected. Spend some time with your loved ones. Do things that make you happy, rather be, and it doesn't even have to be like for money or anything. Like, it could be for simply like just because you feel like it. Drink a cup of coffee, paint, go on a walk, look at nature. If you don't have a hobby or don't know, then like, look at that, an opportunity to find something new. And that could possibly become another passion of yours. You never know. If you watch this video and you relate, I just want to say that I'm rooting for you, and I'm very proud of you. And thank you for watching. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit different than like the other videos I've posted. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you may feel less alone if you relate. I hope maybe it inspired you, or that you just took away from this video. But thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube thingies that YouTubers ask you to do, but I asked you kindly. See ya on the next video.